Alright, this is going to be brew number 42. And what it's going to be is an Infamy again. We just did it December 7th. We still have about 16 of them in the fridge down in the basement. But upon the taste test, we loved it so much that I got enough ingredients to brew another one. So on with it. I'm going to grind the grains and get that ready. I might even mash this overnight. Not even sure. We'll see how it goes. Brew number 42. Infamy number 2. Let's see how it goes. This is 31st of January, actually. So yeah, we did number 42 brew. It's the Infamy, the second time we made the Infamy. And what we decided to do, how you doing, was to go ahead and do a mash overnight. And that's the last of the grains that you see in here. And what I normally do is I tip them out and I get all my wort out of there too. I don't, you get 2 quarts sticking at the bottom of the mash tun that you can't get out normally. Trust me, I dump it out and I get it all. So, slowly coming up to a boil here. There's the color of it. And we'll end up getting another quart or 2, half a quart out of the mash tun there. So yeah, we're on a roll here on this one. We started early, mashed all night. And we're at 7:34 there in the AM. So we should be all done here and in the fermenter by at least 10:30. I'm not going to rush it, but it's definitely a lot easier to do a mash overnight and have everything ready like that in the morning. You don't have to really goof around. So yeah, we'll get back to you when we're going to use 6-7 ounces of our own hops again, our leaf hops. We'll put that in a muslin bag or some cheesecloth. We'll tie it up. We'll show you how we throw that in there. We'll get back to you at that point when we add the first edition of hops. Okay, we're minutes away from the boil and the wort here. So we're going to open up 6 ounces of homegrown hops, leaf hops, and I'm going to put them in a bag that I use for wine making, for the straining of the grapes. It's not going to hurt nothing. But we don't want all this in the bottom of the kettle for the drain. I don't know if you can see this here. Oh, these are nice. I love the smell of these things. Oh, yeah. There's 3 ounces of frozen hops. Throw them in that bag. Of course, you want to keep hops away from your dog. They're very poisonous to dogs. They put them in a, I forget what it's called. It's not hypothermia. It's the opposite in a dog. So yeah, we'll get these in here, and gotta watch the kettle. We're seconds from boil, and she will boil over. And this time I got a bottle of cold water to control the hot break a little bit better. So let's get these here, get these ready. Make sure nothing went on the floor here, because I do have a dog, a King Cavalier King Charles. Cavalier King Charles. His name is Rupert. He's a good dog. Of course, he strained his paw the other day chasing a squirrel, and he was yiping and limping. So he's doing better now. All right, we're going to get these ready to put in there. We'll get back to you within minutes as soon as I control the hot break here. I got a bottle of cold water as a spitzer. I don't know why I'm turning my back on this, because look, she's just minutes. This is the Infamy beer we've made before. Minutes away from the hot break. So I'm going to get to it and pay attention. Come in at 10:52 pre-boil on the second batch of Infamy. Putting the hops in now. I'm going to control this fire real quick. I can see I'm doing it in this bag here this time. I expect that to take the temperature down because they're frozen yet. And I got this clip I'm just gonna clip it onto the kettle here. I was gonna buy a hop spider. They went $27 for them. $27 to $30 for a hop spider. Of course I can make my own, but I use a bag. Nothing wrong with using a bag. So we're gonna watch the hot break come up here again, because she will. I didn't see the first one. I don't know why. Maybe once these hops get soaked in there it will. So we start our 45 minute countdown here. shortly. In fact, we're going to just take the iPad here. We got that set up already for 45 minutes. We're just going to wait for these hops to soak in. Oh boy, here she goes. Gotta turn her down. She will come over. That's it, Donnie. Use a pair of scissors when you can use a spoon. You know, what's wrong with you? I don't know where my spoon is. It must be over here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Yep. And just get these under. They're frozen yet, like I said. 6 ounces here, and then we'll finish with 1 ounce of the willamette hops. If I said that right again. Let me say that one wrong. There we go. Yeah, we use this bag for grapes and everything. It's you can see the color. It's not going to affect the beer at all. It's been washed, sanitized a couple times. Alright, we'll just get these in there broken up a little. And I look forward to where I can walk away from this for 10 minutes or so. Sometimes you just can't do that because she'll boil right over. How you doing, you know? That's nasty when that happens. So yeah, I got the hops in. Alright, we're back with the Infamy beer, second beer. We're on the last 15 minutes before flame out. In comes the Irish moss. I do this all the time, 1 capful. That's the clarifier. All the hops are in. The second edition was the Willamette. So we're done there. Now we're just waiting for the timer and the flame out and cool it down. Get the yeast in there, pitch the yeast, and she'll be beer in 10 days. And we'll bottle it. It won't be drinkable for a good 40 days or so from now. Alright, we're just waiting for the temperature to come down here. We can transfer this over to the fermenting bucket. We're at oh shoot, looks like 98 right now. It's been on there for 4 minutes. The water is really cold here in Buffalo right now because of wintertime. The lake's almost frozen. So yeah, we're doing good. The sanitizer here is fresh with some old. Is going to go to bottle of mead and a couple more bottles of beer, and then we'll toss that. I'll probably filter it out and clean it just better so it's clean as a whistle. But yeah, we're ready to transfer over into the fermenting bucket here very shortly. As soon as the temperature drops just a little bit more on the main deal here. Valves are closed. We're good to go. And then the cleanup. But we mashed overnight, so this was it was a nice brew today. It was pleasurable. I don't know if I said that. We finished at 1060. I better check my sheet here. 1065. 1065. That's pretty good. That's how you doing. Pretty good. So it's going to be a nice beer. I'm estimating maybe 6.5%. 6 to 6.5%. She should come in there depending. So we'll see how it goes from there. So I got to get back to transferring this now because we're down to 85. By the time I get it in the bucket, should be ready to pitch the yeast. All right, we're going to be bottling Apricot Mead today. 4 months to the date. November 2nd. I started it October 2nd. So we got our bottles in the sanitizer. We're starting to get those out now. Get them out. Standard as you're doing beer. It's the same thing. You just drain the bottles out. Sanitize your wand. Sanitizer don't hurt nothing. Trying not to make any mistakes today. So the wife is going to keep some of those coming out there as I get the wand in here. I got to get that pumped up, and I'll set that up in there and show you the process of filling each bottle, and we'll cork them up. And we'll get her done. Alright, we're off. Same with the bottling of the beer. We use the same wand here. We're going to fill the bigger ones first, 4 of the bigger ones. Wife is going to do the corking. That's good. I'm going to push these under water again, a little juice. And this will be the first bottle. She's got the corker ready. Alright. Push that one away, Donna. And we're ready to cork this one as soon as you put that bottle away. Set that in a rack. And this one's going to be ready. What I like to do is have the other one ready so we don't overflow, which can happen if the wand sticks and goes. When you pull the wand out, it leaves the perfect headspace for the cork, which we all heard before. She'll take that bottle. Hopefully she won't fall behind. She'll set it in front of her. She sets the cork into the corker. Of course, it's got to be open.
Oh, come on. What are you doing here?
Sets it on, gets in a position, and straight down with it.
Oh, God, I don't
Not forcing it. You're going to have to get on your knees. This other bottle's almost full. Let's see if she gets this done or breaks the neck. And there's the push. Steady push. Steady.
Come on. Won't go in.
Okay, you're going to have to do this. I'll do it.
Here.
Hold that wand. Don't overflow that.
I'm not going to overflow it. You just press this down.
If you're pushing it down, you will overflow it.
Oh, that was so tight.
They're all tight.
It's ready. I think we're going to switch your jobs this time. Where's the top part for the corks? Where the hell's that?
I just put them in the liquid.
I can where it is.
There. It's closed.
There it is.
So the trick is you have your cork that's soaked in the liquid. Stick it in your corker. I don't know if you can see there. It goes in the corker like that. It's pretty fucking simple. So yeah, we get 26. We'll get about 26 bottles out of this mead. This is the Apricot Mead. When's the last time you sterilized your fingertips? Do it now.
Well, I've got a bottle of mead.
Put your hand in it. Shit falls down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Want the rest in the case over there. Wow. Sediment. That bottle was dirty. And we're sucking air. You're pulling. You got to get closer to the. Exactly. The less you move the wand, the better.
One of them bottles on the end there where I cannot reach it. Use that one. The last one.
You do your other hand there. I'm getting a cramp from reaching it way. Went out over for the bottle. So yeah, we're moving right along here. They're filling up quick. We're almost done, actually. You can see the carboy. Carboy's down to another 5 bottles or so. So we'll get back to you when we're done. This is a lot of work. My cramps are coming in here. Done with the bottling of the mead. You got 25 bottles. 25 and 3/4, actually. You got a case down here. Of course, they're all put away in the dark. And then these ones up here. Nice and clear, nice and clear. They're really nice. So we're going to sample this one, bottle number 25. Wasn't quite full. You can see it's not quite full, so we're going to give another little how you doing. Of course, we don't want to have too much of it how you doing, because it can be pretty good. So yeah, she's pretty clear, pretty clear. Prost. Oh, Apricot Mead.
Summer in a jar.
Unbelievable.
Tastes like summer.
Oh, it's absolutely delicious. Absolutely. Right, Mr. Rupert? Is it good? It's all good. Yeah, it is. So yeah, that's it for that. That's all bottled. We'll make some more. I'm gonna get a 60-pound pail of honey again. I'm not sure if it's gonna be orange blossom or just a wildflower. Wildflower's a little cheaper, but the orange blossom works really good too. So here we are. We're discussing labels as we go through a bottle of the mead. Oh, we got pure honey brain twister, pure honey 8-bar maker, apricot mead. I had cerebral cortex remover. I'm gonna take another class of that. That's pretty good. I guess the wife's driving. We have a little birthday party to go to today. And grandson turned 12, so we'll be over there doing a little bit of how you doing there.